Igbo billionaires buy campaign buses for President Tinubu in a move that has continued to generate strong nationwide reactions. Billionaire businessman Zenko, alongside other prominent Igbo donors, has gifted campaign buses worth millions of naira to the City Boy movement in support of President Bola Tinubu's 2027 re-election bid. The donation, which was publicly unveiled by the pro-Tinubu political group, is being interpreted by supporters as a strong signal of growing cross-regional and cross-ethnic political alignment ahead of the next general elections. According to members of the City Boy movement, the buses are expected to strengthen grassroots mobilization, logistics, and early outreach as political activities gradually take shape. Political observers note that the open backing of President Tinubu by influential Igbo business elites reflects shifting calculations within Nigeria's power structure. For some analysts, this development suggests that economic interests and access to federal influence may be reshaping traditional political loyalties, especially implications for Peter Obi and 2027 general election. With this development, questions are now being raised about the political fate of former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi ahead of the 2027 general election. Obi, who enjoyed overwhelming support from Southeast voters in 2023 and emerged as a symbol of youth-driven and reform-oriented politics, may face a more complex political terrain if elite support within the region continue to tilt toward the ruling party. Analysts argue that while Peter Obi's strength has largely come from grassroots enthusiasm, urban voters, and the obedient movement, the apparent defection or neutrality of some wealthy Igbo power brokers could weaken institutional backing and campaign financing in 2027. This may force Obi to rely even more on mass mobilization, digital campaigning, and coalition building beyond his traditional base. On the other hand, some political watchers insist that early endorsements do not automatically translate into votes, noting that the 2023 election demonstrated a widening gap between political elites and the electorate. They argue that Obi's appeal, particularly among young Nigerians and the diaspora, could remain intact or even grow if public dissatisfaction with economic conditions persists. As Nigeria edges closer to 2027, the donation of campaign buses by Igbo billionaires to back President Bola Tinubu has opened a new chapter in the national political debate. Whether this signals a major shift against Peter Obi or merely reflects elite positioning ahead of negotiation remains uncertain. What is clear, however, is that the Southeast political direction will once again play a decisive role in shaping Nigeria's next presidential contest.